Good morning, everybody. I see a lot of faces I haven't seen in a while and some new faces. Welcome, everybody. My name is Mary Kay Peters, and I'm serving as the worship associate this morning. And we're so glad that you've chosen to join us for worship today, especially any visitors who might be here. And today is our water communion service. We have it every year, and we join together as a community to fill our communal water bowl and just acknowledge that water sustains life, and also to help us celebrate our interconnectedness with each other. So let's just take a moment real quick first to welcome whoever's sitting next to you. So everybody just come on in and have a seat. And just want to say that this congregation works really hard to be an inclusive community that listens, engages, inspires, and acts. And our mission is to foster the whole person with compassion and justice. We are on many journeys, but together we are one church. We're a community of all ages and abilities, with a rainbow of gender and sexual identities, and diverse cultural and class backgrounds. And we draw from many sources of inspiration and share common liberal religious values. So whoever you may be, we welcome you to bring your whole self to this community. And we also affirm that this church occupies the traditional treaty lands of the Omaha and Otoe, Missouri tribal nations, and express our respect to the Northern Ponca, Winnebago, and Santee Sioux tribes that are in the area. And we invite everyone to support the local causes here, charities, and rights of Indigenous people living among us. And now, our prelude. Thank you, Jay. It's great to have you back. And I just realized I don't have the remote. Okay, so Jake's going to go ahead and do the slides for me. And we have our chalice lighting next. And Catherine is coming up to be my chalice lighter. So the flaming chalice is the symbol of our faith for Unitarian Universalists. And you can join with me. The chalice lighting words are in the order of service, so we can say them together. Spark of the Spirit, cupped in earth's embrace, light of love, alive in all creation. As we rekindle this flame, we rekindle our connection to the sacred web of life. And in addition, Reverend Dennis is going to light the sabbatical candle for us. This is the 12th week of our minister's sabbatical, and we trust that this candle will light her way back to us come November. And we have a couple of announcements. Let me just say first, if you parked in the garage to the west, we have a parking validator in the foyer that wasn't working before, but I think it's working now. Nobody really knows for sure, so we'll keep our fingers crossed. The thingy is what? The gate is open. Sarah, do you want to come up and do the auction announcement? It's time for our annual auction event, almost.
Hi. You know, I'll take any moment I can get to plug the auction, and today I themed my announcement around water. So good morning. As we gather our waters today to symbolize the many streams that flow into our shared community, we're also preparing for another way to come together, our annual Heart and Hand auction. After the service, you can stop by the auction table downstairs during coffee hour. I'll be there. I'll be wearing a fun headband. You can't miss me. And you can pour in your own contribution by turning in a donation form or asking me some questions, signing up to volunteer, signing up for the potluck. And if you'd like to add a little mischief to the mix, you can grab a 50-50 raffle ticket. They're $1 each. Half of the pot goes to the church, half of the pot goes to the winner. And so let's make sure our auction is overflowing with spirit and generosity and maybe just a touch of Halloween fun at our party. We have new costume categories. You can find all of the info downstairs later. Thank you.
Thanks for all your hard work, Sarah and everybody on the team. Everybody here has very kindly pointed out that we had the wrong number for our opening hymn, but so it's 354. But before we do that, Reverend Dennis has one quick announcement and the call to worship.
Just real fast, it has been a crazy week, and due to circumstances partly beyond my control, we've done a swap on movie night. Tuesday night will be a shoot-'em-up Western, The Outlaw Josie Wales. Because of the length of the movie, we'll start at 6 o'clock, and then the week after will be La Belle et la Bête. And now, let us prepare to reflect and celebrate pop singer and songwriter Alanis Morissette wrote a song titled Utopia, which kind of expresses what at our best a Unitarian Universalist congregation might be like. We'd gather around all in a room, fasten our belts, engage in dialogue. We'd all slow down, rest without guilt, not lie without fear, disagree sans judgment. We would stay and respond and expand and include and allow and forgive and enjoy and evolve and discern and inquire and accept and admit and divulge and open and reach out and speak up. This is utopia. This is my utopia. This is my ideal, my end in sight. Utopia. This is my utopia. This is my nirvana, my ultimate. We would share and listen and support and welcome, be propelled by passion, not invest in outcomes. We would breathe and be charmed and amused by difference, be gentle, and make room for every emotion. This is utopia. This is my utopia, my ideal, my end in sight, my ultimate. Let us gather in religious community, renew ties, remember who we are, and journey into autumn in one another's fine company. And I invite you, if you're so willing and able, to rise and join in hymn, singing our opening hymn, number 354. We laugh, we cry.
Each week, half the loose currency in the offering plate is donated to a local cause so more people can do more good. And our Share the Plate recipient for September is Nebraska Abortion Resources, empowering Nebraskans to make informed reproductive decisions by providing autonomy, justice, and equity. And now we have our offertory song, Deep River.
Don't you want to go to that gospel feast, that promised land where all is peace? Oh, deep river, my home is over Jordan. Deep river, Lord, I want to cross over into campground. Oh, don't you want to go to that gospel feast, that promised land where all is peace? Deep river, my home is over Jordan. Deep river, Lord, I want to cross over into
Thank you, William. That was beautiful. And Jay, it's great to have you guys back. And now we enter into the part of the service devoted to care and centering. And so we started trying something a little bit new over the summer. I just want to remind everyone that the book is in the back if you didn't have a chance to write down your joys and concerns, and we'll convey those out loud and make them part of the worship and the service. And for those who don't want to wish out loud or share their prayers out loud, we also have a communal chalice here, and you can come up and put a stone into the communal chalice and just quietly have your intention joined with everybody else's. So either way, and those watching online can put shared joys and concerns into the comments, and we'll read those out loud. And so we're just going to take a moment of reflection, and Jay is going to play a little bit for us. Thank you. Okay, I actually have one joy, and that is to welcome Joe Perry back. He's here at church, longtime member. Welcome. Did a lot to help maintain everything here in the church over the years, so we're glad to have you back with us. And Colin, is there anything else from online or?
Lynn Thompson reports that Tommy has been moved to the Old Mill Rehabilitation Facility. Good wishes are welcome, but visits are not suggested at this point. And from Elaine Wells, thanks to everyone who prepared the memorial reception for Scott Kemper, and to all who attended and bought his photos and cards. These photographs will be available at the Heart and Hand auction, along with his books and CDs, etc.
Thank you. And I had the joy of going back to visit my family in Pennsylvania the past couple weeks. So that was really wonderful. And Dave, I didn't forget you. You are going to be down in the common room afterwards with a letter for people who might want to share their signature, right, about ICE. And so just look for Dave downstairs. And we got another little announcement from an Amanda. Is Amanda here today? About a group. She's downstairs. Okay, so she's downstairs. She's got information on a group that is looking for volunteers that fits well with our values. So if you're interested, go down and look for her in the coffee area. And now we have a little story. So I'm going to ask Christine and all the kids to come on up. It's the sacred journey of the little drip. Here they come. Come on up, everybody.
Children of all ages are welcome. We have to get all the kids outfitted with their drips.
Is Nellie here? We got Google Eye sock puppets, and I'm sure you'd be into that if you're here.
There's always a certain chaos factor to something like this, so it should be interesting and hopefully fun.
Stand up. Oops. And we're going to practice a few moves. There's no lines in this puppet show because water drops don't usually talk. Sometimes they do. But let's do a quick practice. So Dennis is going to read the story, and then you're just going to follow along with me for the actions, okay? So can you practice floating in the ocean? Can you practice getting heated up and evaporated by the sun? Practice being in a cloud. And then practice raining down. All right, and we are ready for the story of the little
Here we go. Once upon a time, there was a little drip of water who had been formed in some way it knew not how. Perhaps it had dripped from a car's tailpipe as part of the exhaust, or maybe it rose up from a smokestack on a factory. Maybe it came to be, in some more glorious way, the breath of a Siberian tiger on a cold day, or the natural burning of a great tree. But however it came to be, it was a new little drip, and it had a lot to learn. 3 times in its short life, the little drip was drawn up by the sun, and 3 times it cooled back as a little drip and fell as part of a rain shower. On the 3rd time, it happened that the little drip got rained into a great wide ocean. In the ocean, a long time passed in a lazy way. Every now and then, some amazing creature would swim by. There was a great whale, sifting rich green plankton and tiny red krill between its fuzzy teeth. There was a raggy-baggy jellyfish trailing long, stinging tentacles that smelled most peculiar. There were tiny, shiny fish that swam all together, and a giant swift fish that swam all alone, so powerfully that it sent the little drip spinning. And there were all sorts of other fish of most amazing colors and shapes and peculiarities. And the little drip drifted and drifted in the great wide ocean. Sometimes it drifted down to the deep, dank depths. Sometimes it drifted up toward the shiny, sunny surface, so close that the sun almost heated and recycled it again, but not quite. One day, much to the little drip's surprise, it found itself drifting just above some sand, and then a pair of skinny, funny-looking feet schlepped toward it through the water, and a pink glass bottle came down, and the little drip found itself scooped up together with quite a few other droplets and also a bit of sand to make a copious and diverse collection sloshing back and forth in the bottle, which quite frightened the little drip because it had never been collected in a bottle before, and it was so scared that it hiccuped itself into a little bubble. And then the little boy's face came close to the bottle and said, "Hey, bubbles, that's neat." And the boy's hand shook the bottle up and down so fast that a bunch of other droplets became bubbles as well. And then a mother kind of voice said, "Peter, don't shake the water." And the shaking stopped, and all the bubbles managed to pop themselves back into droplets again. Pretty soon, the little boy's hand went away, and everything got dark and close. The little drip had no idea where it was. It had never been in a bottle in a closed space this way, and it was kind of scary. But there was a really wise old drop of water. Got to move the eyeballs here. There. Eyeballs are tougher than they look. There was a really wise old drop of water that had come from a piece of ice out between the stars long, long ago, and it told the little drip and the other droplets not to worry. "Dark and close won't hurt you," the old drop said. "It's pretty hard to hurt one of us, and we go to very interesting places. I've been whirled and swirled in hurricanes, and sucked up into ever so tall trees, and poured down drains in the big city, and lapped and schlepped up inside dogs and cows and birds and lizards and even people."
That doesn't sound very pleasant.
Oh, learn your lines, McCarty. "Not pleasant, not unpleasant," old drop replied. "Every creature has to drink us to survive. That doesn't hurt us, but sometimes we do get mixed in with bad stuff that does hurt anything that drinks us. And then it's too bad for them. They'll get sick and even die if they drink impure water." And then all the other droplets began to talk all at once about the adventures they had been through and who had drunk them up and whether they'd ever been poisonous.
In the sewer. Oh my God. I see. Let's put the water down here.
I'm so glad we always get evaporated again.
One droplet talked about being part of a festered, pestered, slimy pool of great gray, green, greasy water, all covered over with yucky scum and full of bad chemicals. To Little Drip, that sounded horrendous. Little Drip didn't even want to be near that droplet till old Drop said, "Now wait a minute. Don't forget that all droplets have inherent worth and dignity. That droplet didn't make itself dirty. People made it dirty. That droplet deserves your respect also. All the droplets had to wait a long time together inside the bottle in the dark, but they were used to waiting. If you're a drop of water, you spend a lot of time waiting for the next thing to happen. And then after a long time, it got light again, and the motherly voice came back and said, "Peter, put this bottle in the refrigerator." And then it got cold and dark again. And a while after that, the little boy's hand came and took them out of the refrigerator again. And the little boy held them, and he opened the bottle and tilted it and peeked into the bottle and stuck his little pink finger into the bottle, until the motherly voice said, "Peter, just be patient and leave the water alone." Then, after a bit, they got carried into a new space, and there was a lot of talking and some people laughing, and then a lot of voices sang to them. And that was way cool for the droplets. They had never been sung to before by people. And then they heard the sound of the water being poured. And before any of the droplets knew what was happening, the little boy had screwed the cap off the bottle and tipped it, and they were all whooshed into a big old bowl with lots of other droplets from just about everywhere. More splashing followed as even more water got added, bottle by bottle, swirling around inside the big old bowl. There was water from rivers and water from lakes and water from all kinds of other places. Because, of course, if you haven't already guessed, the little drip had found its way into a Unitarian Universalist church, and people there were celebrating the diversity and community of themselves and their water droplets. It was a water service. It was, you might say, a whale of a party, at which even little Drip began to enjoy swimming around with little bugs and bits of plants and particles of mud and sand and other happy droplets from all over. Happy swimming, guys. And they all stayed together in the big old bowl for most of a day, getting to know one another. And then, all at once at that church, a bunch of girls and boys like Peter took the big old bowl outside and poured all that water under a river birch tree. And then the little drip resumed its life, filtering down into the ground, being drawn up into the birch tree and then pulled up into the air by the sun and rained back down all over the world. But it never forgot its adventures or being part of such a happy celebration, and it always hoped that no one would ever make it poisonous so that it would never hurt any boys or girls or grown-ups who happened to drink it. Amen, and blessed be. And now our wonderful sanctuary singers are going to sing to our water droplets. My mic on? Wow. Y'all got an amazing choir. Just with all sincerity, just wow. Like life itself, our takes new forms in different times and in different Unitarian Universalist churches. There are 2 steps in our water ritual this year. First, if you've brought water, you can bring it and pour it into the common bowl here. This symbolizes, of course, the renewal and regathering of our spirits in one another's good company. And if you don't happen to have water with you, I took the liberty of collecting some water from your mighty Missouri River. Believe me, if you grew up in a desert the way I did, that river is a big deal. So you can tip a bit of water from this pitcher here into the common bowl. The pitcher's heavy, so tip carefully. And the second part is I will stand here at the table, and if you'd like a water blessing from me, just give me your hand, and I'll place a little bit of water on it. I'll draw a circle on it and give you a small blessing to carry with you through the church year. And if you're joining us online or watching this service sometime later, streaming it as you're able, this renewal of connection is for you too. In acknowledgement of our online community, I'll add some of this water from your ancient river to our common bowl. So that whenever you cross the wide Missouri or any other river, may you be reminded of this religious community, and may your rivers never cross you. We do have members and friends in other states, and some here in the area are home due to health concerns or limitations of mobility or other reasons. So whoever you are, wherever you are, however you participate, we are together in spirit. If you're online and have some water next to you, let me offer you a water blessing. If you'd like one, you can hold one palm up and dip your other index finger into the water and draw a circle, which is, in many religions, a sacred shape. May you be held in the circle of this religious community for the coming year, and may it bring you more rewards than challenges. May we envision the web of our community growing stronger and more vibrant with each person who comes forward and adds water to the common bowl. And I now invite everyone here in person. We'll start with the farthest back row to come. Stand and come forward as you'd like to take part. And you can come up the center aisle and first add your water. And then if you'd like a water blessing, come to me and I'll be here, and just give me your hand. And if you prefer to forego the blessing, that's fine. We're all different. We have different religious sensitivities. And then pass down beside the piano and down the side aisle. May you be held in the embrace of our religious community for the next year, and may your blessings outweigh your challenges. May you be held in religious community for the coming year, and may your blessings outweigh your challenges. May you be held in the circle of religious community for the next year, and may your blessings outweigh your challenges. May you be held in the circle of religious community for the next year, and may your blessings outweigh your challenges. May you be held in the circle of religious community for the next year, and may your blessings outweigh your challenges. be held in the circle of religious community for the next year, and may your blessings outweigh your challenges. May you be held in the circle of religious community for the next year, and may your blessings outweigh your challenges. Why do we have you all give me? No. May you be held in the circle of religious community for the next year, and may your blessings outweigh your challenges. Well, don't have to. May you be held in the circle of religious community for the next year, and may your blessings outweigh your challenges. That's okay. So we'll just consider that one. May you be held in the circle of religious community for the next year, and may your blessings outweigh your challenges. May you be held in the circle of religious community for the next year, and may your blessings outweigh your challenges. May you be held in the circle of religious community for the next year, and may your blessings outweigh your challenges. We don't have to if it's, if you're not comfortable. Okay. May you all be held in the circle of religious community for the next year, and may your blessings outweigh your challenges. Put your hand there. May you be held in the circle of religious community for the next year, and may your blessings outweigh your challenges. It's okay. Okay. May you be held in the circle of religious community for the next year, and may your blessings outweigh your challenges. May you have a good year. May you be held in the circle of religious community for the next year, and may your blessings outweigh your challenges. May you have a good year. As a fellow Packer man, may you be held in the circle of religious community for the next year. May your blessings outweigh your challenges. May they win lots. May your team win the Super Bowl. How's that? May you be held in the circle of religious community for the next year. May your blessings outweigh your challenges. May you be held in the circle of religious community for the next year, and may your blessings outweigh your challenges. May you be held in the circle of religious community for the next year, and may your blessings outweigh your challenges. Water is the foremost yearning of our body. Without it, we perish before we even get the chance to love or hate or hope or love or hate or hope or challenge fate or ponder God or think the 1,000 thoughts that make us who and what we are. As deep as any hope, as sure as any faith, from rising cloud to running stream, from feathered frost down to the farthest reaches of the deep and surging sea, water calls and answers us. It nourishes, transports, embodies all of life. We come from far and near, and it brings us, we bring it together. Our closing hymn is number 311, Let It Be a Dance. I'll leave it up to y'all. Would you like to sing it, or should we move ahead with the end of the service? We're running a little long, that's why I'm asking. Go ahead and sing it. Tell you what, give me a yes if you want to sing. Oh, we got a lot of ambitious people here. Okay, I invite you to stand as you're willing and able and join in singing our closing hymn, number 311, Let It Be a Dance We Do. Writer and social activist Langston Hughes wrote, "We know the oceans and the rivers and the waters of the world, waters older than the flow of human blood in human veins. Let our souls grow as deep as the waters, as deep as the Euphrates, which fed our fathers when dawns were young, loving as the Congo, which lulled our mothers to sleep, ambitious as the Nile and those who raised the pyramids above it, as full of song as the Mississippi when it carried jazz and cotton twixt Chicago and New Orleans, as full of life as the Hoang Ho and the Yangtze as they fed the scholars of Asia. Let our souls grow as deep as the waters, waters older than the flow of human blood in human veins. May we go forth in love and celebration, and may our steps soothe and bless the earth wherever we pass. Shalom, shalom, salam, blessed be, and amen.